Welcome back to another week on Midrash Tanchuma. This week's parsha is Parshas Achri Meis Kedeshim. The Midrash brings as follows. So we have in the verse, V'chisavaya la'ar the tatim kol itz meichel. The Torah tells us when you come into the land and you will plant any type of food. Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael. Afal pishatim tzo oisem le'a kol tov lo'isaymu neishev lo'nita le'ela havi zehir benetiyos. Hashem tells the Yidden, the pasuk is telling us that even if we come into Eretz Yisrael and it's full of abundance of crop, we still should go out and we should plant. Just like you found things that were planted by other people and you're benefiting from them, so too you should provide that to your kids. A person shouldn't say, I'm old, how many more years do I have to live? Why should I toil on behalf of others? For if not for the fact that Hashem hid the day of death from a person, a person, if he knew when he would pass away, he wouldn't build, he wouldn't plant. Because he would say, why put in the effort if I'm going to die tomorrow? Why should I put in the effort for others? For that reason, Hashem hid from a person his day of death. In order that person would continue to build. If he's meritus, he will be able to benefit from it. If he's not meritus, other people will benefit from it. And in this theme, the Midrash brings down the following story. There's a story with King Hadrian. He was going with his soldiers in order to wage battle against a country that had started up with him. On his way, he came across an old man that he was planting figs. Adiyana turned to him and said, What are you doing? You're an old man. It's going to take a while for the produce to come. So why are you putting in the effort for others? So he replied to the king, my master the king, I'm going ahead and planting. If I'll be meritus, then I'll benefit from it. And if not, then my kids will enjoy it. So meanwhile, Adionis he waged battle. He went for 3 years and took another 3 years to come back. On his way back, he found this old man, the same place. So what did this old man do upon seeing the king approaching? He took a basket. He took the best of his produce and he gave it over to the king. He presented this to the king and he said as follows: Adoniya Melech, my master the king, accept this as a present from your servant. I was that old man that you stopped and asked a number of years ago and asked me why would I be putting in the effort for other people. God has granted me, has blessed me that I would be able to benefit from my labor. And this that's in the basket, that is what Hashem has given me. Upon hearing this, Adionis told over to his servants, take this from him and fill up the basket, take out the fruit and fill the basket with gold. And that's what happened. The story continues how he went home and he related the whole incident, and then the Midrash continues how the neighbor heard that there's some old man gave some fruits to the king and the king filled it with gold. They tried the same trick and it did not go so well. We're going to leave out the length of that story, but you're more than welcome. I'll try to have a link in the description if you want to look at it inside to see the rest of that story. But just to finish off over here, The Midrash concludes, Lefichach, so therefore, Liyabatal Adam in Atiyas, a person shouldn't withhold himself from planting. Just as much as a person was fortunate to have, he should put in more effort to plant even more. Even if he's an old person. Hashem says, take an example from me. Hashem says, do I need to put in the effort? It says, it says in the verse in Bereshis that Hashem planted a orchard in Gan Eden. So you see, even though Hashem is saying, even though he doesn't need it, but he's still going ahead and doing it in order that other people should be able to benefit. And that concludes today's episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more episodes.